All right, Jeremy, thanks for taking the time to talk with me today. It's been great to get to know you and get to know Country Day. And for folks who are watching, they should know, and you can talk about this. You are likewise coming to Country Day, and we'll get to that in a few minutes. But would love to just hear a bit about your background as an educator and what your professional trajectory has been, and what brought you ultimately to this upcoming role you're having at Country Day?
Great. Well, thanks, Gabe. Thanks for having me. Thanks for the opportunity to talk and share a little bit more. I absolutely love schools and school communities and being part of a school community and the sort of inherent altruistic nature of schools and what we do. I began my career as an elementary school teacher and was also a middle school teacher and a high school teacher. I worked in public schools in Florida, a really large, comprehensive high school of over 3,000 kids. I was a principal of an elementary school, a beautiful gem of a little elementary school in Winter Park, Florida. And the career took an interesting turn and went overseas. So I was the head of school of Cayman International School in the Cayman Islands. And I was there for 10 years with my family. We had a wonderful experience growing a small school there and continued the overseas adventure in Johannesburg, South Africa. I was the head of school at the American International School of Johannesburg. And now I'm looking forward to this next adventure. Right now, my family is back here at our home base. I'm here in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. And we are so excited to be joining Charlotte Country Day, an incredible organization. And there's so many things that we're excited about. And I will be the assistant head of school at Charlotte Country Day School starting next school year in 2026.
That's outstanding. And I'm interested, you talked about having worked in all three divisions, right? Elementary, middle, and upper school. And I think that actually makes you made to order for the role that you're going to be in, because Charlotte Country Day, of course, is a large school that has, all those divisions. But I guess from your personal just DNA, what is it about those different divisions? Rare is the bird that will kind of transcend elementary, middle, and high, but clearly you have. And talk about just sort of, K-12 education, why that sort of fits you, and what excites you in those different levels of learning.
Yeah. No, I love the diversity of the different types of students and the developmental age levels and the experiences of pre-K kids. And if I'm ever having a down day, just walk in a pre-K class, right? And the joy and what happens in that space and everything in between, all the way up to graduating seniors and the meaningful time that they have and those incredible experiences as they look on to higher education and what the next steps are. Just seeing the development of children and students throughout their journey, their educational journey, and being part of teams of educators who make that journey special for kids. It's the work we do collectively as teams in schools. Is it's powerful, and having that experience with other adults is what makes it fun and special.
And what has, from your perspective, as you've gotten to know Country Day, what sort of has made that school fun and special, or at least inspiring to you to go, yeah, this is the place where I'm going to have a lot of great days, and I can feel it for me.
Yeah, it's obvious that Country Day has an incredible reputation. The oldest private school in the Charlotte area, and it has incredible resources, amazing facilities. I was just there on a visit and took my family, and I think anyone who goes there, you say wow at these facilities and the campuses and the beauty of these places. But spaces are only as good as the people within them. And ultimately, that's what really brings me to Country Day, is meeting the people there who are like-minded, who also believe in diverse perspectives, and want to do good and meaningful work that makes a difference. The people who I met along the way, all along the way, were people who I said, I want to be a part of that. I want to work with those people and do good work with them.
That's excellent. Um, well, obviously technology is what this role, this search is about. There's lots of good work to happen there. And if we step back from Country Day and just think about technology and education, you as an educator, you've been a classroom teacher, you've been a head of school, so you see the importance of technology in an organization. What are some things that just, either excite or interest, intrigue, inspire you when you think about the confluence or sort of the intersection of technology and education?
Yeah, so I mean, technology has always been a really critical component of education. But now more than ever, I think there's this inflection point, this flashpoint that's happening right now in education and across the world. And part of that is related to AI and how AI is utilized in schools and outside of schools and how it impacts our lives. So, from a personal perspective, I lean into AI and its potential to help us do what we do as educators. Everything we do in terms of technology should be focused on enhancing the teaching and learning experience or the operational efficiency experience on the operational side. So um, I think we're not walking away, any of us, whether we want to or not, from AI and what's ahead of us in terms of technology. So how do we embrace it? How do we leverage it? How do we demystify it or take away any of the sharp edges to it that while still having a healthy dose of skepticism and pragmatism in how we approach technology as well. So it's a very interesting time. It makes it exciting, but there's a lot to do in terms of educational technology within a school and the school-wide technology strategy and building that within an organization.
And you've been in different organizations, but as you talked about earlier, they are, mostly, or at least the ones you described, schools. And so what I infer is that clearly, you are a school person. And I guess tell viewers why education is such a, at the core of who you are, or what makes it such a great industry for you to be working in, leading in. Why have you given your professional career to this industry?
Yeah, I think that goes back to that idea of the inherent, like, altruistic nature of education itself, like wanting to make a difference, doing something that is meaningful and purposeful in your life. And I think that education is one of the best ways that anyone could fulfill that. So for me, it's sort of been a calling, if you will, just to ensure that I'm doing something meaningful and purposeful with my life, my career, and I can't imagine doing anything better than being in a school and being a part of what schools do and what great schools do.
That's great. Um, well, final question, and just sort of on a more personal note, I mean, just let anything about you as a person, or that you love to share with somebody who might be coming to work with you, or just kind of what are your interests, or just to kind of get to know Jeremy, the person, whether it's in or outside of school. It could be as education focused as, I used to love to teach math, and that's like my DNA, or I love to, play the fiddle or something. But just, any little bonus things that viewers who might be having a chance to work with you would appreciate knowing.
Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I guess on a personal side, if you were to cut me, then you would see that I bleed orange and blue. So, I'm a proud alumnus of the University of Florida. That's where I did all of my schooling and my PhDs from University of Florida as well. And I love, Florida football, Florida sports. I played soccer for the University of Florida. Um, and yeah, I'm a Gator through and through.
That's
Um,
great.
yeah.
Well, I hope Gators are welcome and appreciated up in North Carolina. I know they are in Florida, but I know you're going to be doing great at Country Day, and our team had the privilege of going to the school earlier in late 2025, and not only is it I would completely agree, it's a great campus, and they're also excited to have you coming on, step on there in July. So we look forward to working with you and the Country Day team on this search, and just want to appreciate and thank you for your time here today.
Well, thank you very much, Gabe. I appreciate it. And we're so excited to find a new chief information officer for Country Day who can be a part of this exciting team. There's what I think one other thing that I'll just
Please.
mention here at the
Yeah.
end is how exciting it is to have a new cadre or cohort of leaders who are joining Country Day within a relatively short span. Knowing Tara that this is her first year. Next year will be my first year, and also the new chief information officer. It will be their first year. The upper school head, it's her second year, and there's some other new leaders coming on in enrollment
Yeah.
management and other positions. So that's really exciting to have a group of leaders coming in, starting a new phase together and working together. There's like an excitement about this new chapter, a buzz about the fun we'll have together as a group of leaders on building the next phase of Country Day.
Well said, and I completely agree. It's an opportunity for the next tech leader and for the incoming CIO to join a team that as it begins to sort of develop some new strategies and plan for the future. So well, anyway, thanks for your time today, and again, we look forward to working with you on this search.
All right. Thank you very much, Gabe.